We could fight it,
she said quietly, almost to herself.
What?
Her father asked.
The dragon. We could fight it. Together. We could gather the free tribes and defeat it.
What do you know about the dragon? The king asked, panic catching in his voice.
It doesn't matter what I know. I know that it is afraid. And if it's afraid, that means it can be defeated. It can be killed. We can fight it.
I have considered this course and found it hopeless, he said, lowering his eyes. You cannot fight a god.
But he's not a god. Gods don't feel fear,
Sabra countered. The beast Gurzil fears nothing. Believe me, whatever he is, he feels no fear, no pity, and no remorse. He is immortal.
But...
No buts. We are not here for the dragon. We have business with the Romans. We must deal with them first. That is why we are here, to see that our people are protected. Then we can determine what to do about Gurzil.
The Vandals, the Byzantines, the cult Gurzil, they're all connected. Can't you see that?
We will strike a bargain with the Byzantines and rid ourselves of the Vandal bandits. That will buy us time to deal with the dragon, he said, yet something in his eyes told her he was unconvinced. He was resigned to his doom. He just wasn't ready to admit it yet.
You're a coward,
she hissed.
You don't strike bargains with monsters.
You're young. To the young, compromise seems like surrender, and delay feels like defeat. However, there is a difference. As a ruler, you have to make hard choices. Kings and queens are privileged in many ways, but that is because in the end, we must be prepared to sacrifice that which we love most.
Like you sacrificed me,
Sabra said, tears wetting her eyes.
I did not sacrifice you. That is why I am now a king in name only. The dragon cannot be defeated, but he can be survived. Our people will survive. I have seen to that. Thanks for the dress,
Sabra hissed, as she stood up to walk away.
Badon will listen to me. He believes in me. I am his soldier.
Yes, I see that, Alba said quietly to himself as he watched her move across the sands. You are most definitely his soldier. That's why in the end, he will sacrifice you for his cause. Tears rolled down Alba's cheeks, but no one was left to see the old king crying in the desert. He had no one. No queen, no guards, no soldiers, no attendants. He was alone. A king no more.
What can I do? I cannot save you. I wish your mother had lived. She would have known what to do. It's sad I will never see you married. What a queen you would have made. But now the dragon will take you, and there is nothing I can do.
Sabra did not hear him, but when she finally decided to look back, he had already pulled out his pipe. What you just listened to was the retail preview for the second book in the Wars of Wrath series, Badon Hill. For those of you who weren't here at the time of the previous video on the subject, I was also the narrator and producer for the first book in this series, Gurzil. These are dark fantasy stories set during the time of King Arthur and revolves mostly around a series of brutal, gritty wars and the people involved, all while being observed and manipulated from afar by the dragon Gurzil, who quietly plucks at the strings of history behind the scenes. In opposition to the dragon's designs, whether they really know it yet or not, are Princess Sabra of Selene and the Black Knight George Bertilac of Kerkalemion. These books have strong roots in medieval history, folklore, mythology, and as I'm sure you could deduce from what I said above, Arthurian legend. They are full of brutal battles, political machinations, betrayals, deception, and the interpersonal drama that naturally falls upon people in positions of power. If you are a fan of any of these things, then I'm sure you'll find plenty to enjoy and sink your teeth into in these books. Links to both of them will be in the description below, and I would humbly request that you consider picking a few copies up. You would be supporting not only myself and my channel, but also an independent author, self-published. There are a lot of people like that who unfortunately can't make a whole lot of mileage because, well, self-publishing means that they have to go against the tides of everyone with a gigantic self-promotion budget, which we do not have. This video here is basically my big contribution, so here's to hoping. But at any rate, for those of you who are already around and supporting my stuff, thank you for the support. If you would kindly consider picking up a copy of this, I would be in your debt. And with that, I think I'll leave you all be. So, farewell, and don't let the dragon bite.